Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another brand new video today on the YouTube channel. We're jumping into my very first solos victory with 12 kills, which is pretty decent considering the lobby size is only 12 people. Now, right now, jumping straight into it, we're going to be talking about my decision making of where I need to jump. Right, we're jumping straight off the line, pretty much of where the drop is coming down, but we're jumping fast, so then we know whereabouts that will where most of the lobby will drop. So at the moment, you can see in the counter on the top right hand side of the screen, I can see there's 27 people left. At least, you know, 1/4's gone and only 10 people are remaining, so there's only a few amount of people jumping with me, so the remainder of the lobby is jumping behind me. The other point as well is that I like to jump on these main islands on the map itself. So going for a bounty, I always do go for a bounty, unless I'm in a squad that's not as a confident playing group, then I'll go for a scavenger, but most of the time I'll go for a bounty, so then that way at least we can, you know, jump around a little bit and get some kills, get that type of stuff happening. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we pick up the striker off the rip. Always make sure to check the bathrooms when dropping in, and I know that there's someone above me, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm just looking around, trying to scout and where exactly that person is, make some additional noise, and that's kind of my strategy. I'm trying to get some extra height on this person. I'm not exactly sure still where they are. I have a hunch that they're feeling they're just camping inside, and well, I open the door and yep, there they are camping. We sprint, we tack sprint off, we slide cancel around the walls, we put an extra plate on. We only did a little bit of damage, and I can hear them still upstairs. They haven't moved. It sounds like they're on a different level. However, we do jump back in, re-engage. We go for a pre-fire. We go for a shot. For some reason, just then, I got that kill descent, bottom left, and it didn't even come up as a kill. I get this person though, I melt them, and that counts as a kill. So, I don't understand that. I got the team wipe on that person, and it gave it to the other person instead, which I was very confused about. One thing as well that I might do with my videos from now on is I'm going to be putting my stay connector thing up on the top left as well. Just moving it up a little bit because I feel like the social bar is covering my plates, and we can't have that. We can't have that happening, ladies and gentlemen. You need to see how much health and HP I have. But anyway, we've got 2 kills, so it's technically a 13 kill gameplay. And well, today's loadout, we're going to be jumping into some different loadout choices and discussing that as well. So the DM56 is a great gun. That's the gun that I end up going for. We jump into that gun, and you know, we just absolutely slam the competition with it, having a good time. Now, as I rotate, I'm making sure that I check all the buildings. I know that it's pretty quiet around. I keep always making sure that my utility is full as well. So always making sure that my inventory is extremely full. And I chuck out the mosquito drone because why not use it? Why not just not have it, okay? It's better than a counter UAV. It doesn't really do much to counter. Like, it blocks people's UAVs. But anyway, so like I said before, I'm making sure that I'm getting myself utilities. Which is that portable radar, which are extremely strong. They have a fantastic radius on them as well. But in this video as well, I'm going to skip forward a little bit just so that we can, you know, fast forward things a little bit more and get that happening. Anyway, so I found the bounty does get taken. I do come across a person just coming up here right now as well. So we push into the building. We have the BAS B, which is the close quarter combat version. I chuck down the radar because I think I hear someone, and yep, there it is. Someone up on the building. Up to my left. Make sure I buy a UAV, and we're running around. So that's the other thing. I just saw the person rotate there. Right here, I don't take the shot there. I don't take the shot because I won't be able to get the down. That person will know where I am. So I run around this corner, and I know that I'm going to have a clear shot. Bang, just like that. Easy to take it out. So make sure to have some good trigger discipline whilst playing this game. If you don't have good trigger discipline, sometimes it can bite you in the bum. It can, you know, allow the opposition to, you know, reposition, and it would definitely really screw you over. Now, the reason why I'm going with this BAS B class accompanied with the DM56 is that the DM56 is a great gun. It's very powerful, very, very powerful. The BAS B is a great to medium to short range, and considering that the DM56 is a little bit, you know, you may not take those medium gunfights with it, well, the BAS B is that gun for you. So I pop my UAV on the rotation generally most of the time because I like to see where the opposition is, where I can rotate to, where's a vacant building. I use this tree to my ability. I drop on the roof, always drop height, and shoot on that guy from the behind. Now, I reload. I make sure that I'm always moving. I'm constantly moving. My high alert goes off. I turn around. He's close to me. Change guns. I nearly lose the gunfight. And, well, I'm lucky. I did hear a parachute coming in. And, you know, GG to that guy, just then KO 0. So thank you very much for the kill, but also, yeah, appreciate the fact that I was able to hit those shots. I did see that the that event was completed as well, the fortress or the lockdown, whatever it's called. I can't remember that castle thing on the top left of the screen. Anyway, so we're slightly cancelling across. We see someone straight in front, but I don't want to look directly at them because that means that if they have high alert, then it might go off. So I'm not looking directly at them. I'm making sure that I don't. Just for the meantime, I just make sure that I keep him in my peripheral vision. I nearly go for the kill here. It's just a little bit. Here we go. We tried to get it, but they had some good movement on themselves. I couldn't get that kill, so I just reposition. I'm always repositioning. Get some shots in, reposition, back it up. Storm's coming in 40 seconds, and I've still got time as well on this this tower, so I just go for it. I full send it. I've got no plates. I think my plates have been broken. I'm down to absolutely FA HP. I somehow survive. And actually, no, I don't survive. I don't survive. I actually get into this building, and I have to use my self-revive, which I hate using. I hate having to use it and wasting it. I guess it's not technically a waste, but anyway, I think I chucked down this portable radar. Always stay on the hunt for these portable radars, ladies and gentlemen. Someone is very close to me. I push out whilst they don't have cover unexpectedly, so then they can't slide in on me. Okay, so that's one thing. If you see someone out on the road and you're allowing them to come to your building, the chances close and they start skewing towards them as that they can slide cancel through the door and really mess you up. Okay, so anyway, moving on with that, we have another UAV. We pop that in the air. We had the fire sale happening as well, and we also have smokes and drones. Now, as of recently, as of recording this video, I've just changed my classes to do something else. So I buy a couple of UAVs here as well, just so I can keep scouting where people are, because why not? Stow one, keep one up, and then keep one in my back pocket as well for quick access. But one thing that you need to know is that with this game, it's all about positioning and prioritizing the rotation as well. So making sure that you're always in that zone. You don't want to be fighting late outside the zone. There's nothing more stressful and tougher when you're fighting a one-on-one and another guy comes and, you know, third parties, even a fourth party, they just start shooting across the water or things like that at you, which makes it very frustrating. Now, I see people on the corner of the map, right there on the mini-map. As you can see the top left, you can see that they're on the right angle. Now, when I take these shots, I pick my shots. I see the guy on the roof, and I'm like, oh, I kind of need to dial in. And then there's another guy on the stairs. So I try to get that down. I couldn't get that fast. Try to get this person down here. Get the break, and I just couldn't close that out. Anyway, we try to get this one. Just couldn't close that out either. So I try to reposition without them seeing whilst they play up, because a lot of people get hurt, then they just hide, and they have no visuals at all whatsoever. Done. Gonskis. That person obviously rotated out of zone, and they went for positioning back inside the zone, nice and safe. Meanwhile, that means that one's gone. I've got another one close by where my green ping is. So I just go back and regroup because I know that Storm is coming back in. So now I know that someone's looking at me. I'm going to go for the rechal here as well and put a couple of shots in. Just why not? And, well, unsuccessful with that one. So we just go back to the height. And height is always priority. Always want that height. Heartbeat sensors is so OP in this game. It's not funny. But as of recent terms, going back to what I was saying earlier, is that what I like to do now is I like to have, instead of quick fix, I like to have spot someone in the distance as well. I like to have resupply. So resupply enables you to resupply your smokes and your breacher drones. Breacher drones are extremely powerful. They are so powerful. Not really used at all by the meta people right now. But I've been finding that I can break into buildings quite easily, and especially if someone's up like you know, gatekeeping a ladder, you can just throw a couple of breacher drones at the top, and you know, never fear, because you'll be able to earn them back because of the resupply. Now, I'm not a fan of the gas mask being stowed and all that type of stuff. I really am not a fan of that. Now, I've spotted a couple people coming in. Okay, so here's one guy. I'm looking at him. I'm just keeping visual, but I'm not showing too much of myself, just because I don't want them to know where I am. Now, if they know where I am, they play a little bit differently, and that can jeopardize my game as well. So I know that this person's here. I kind of lock him in here as well. I'm just going to have a quick drink. I lock this person in and make sure that they're not out of my sight, and I'm only showing a small amount of myself. Now, I could have gone for the shot here, but I feel like because of the slide, when in the slide in this game, you slide about 2 meters. Now, the target, I could have gone for it here too, but I just don't think I could have executed it, and it's not worth me jeopardizing my positioning and them knowing where I am, that, you know, I'm here and all that type of stuff. So I just hide. I don't really show too much of myself. I'm going to skip forward a little bit more and go from there. A counter UAV is up in the air, and let's just skip back a little bit. Now, the reason I get this kill coming up, okay, the reason I reckon I get this kill right now is because of the fact that this person doesn't know where I am. They don't know where I am. They have no idea. I changed guns quickly as well. I see him just then. They just popped up. I just saw him. And I'm like, holy shit, I've got to get my gun out. ADS it. Get that. Win the gunfight. And happy days. That person gets smoked because of the fact that they didn't know that I was up there. If they knew that I was up there, they would have approached that completely differently. Possibly flanked me. I accidentally changed guns for some reason. I was trying to, I think, get an ammo box. And that didn't end up happening. So what you'll notice is that I try to make sure that I've got all my resources ticked. And now I go for the free rotation here as well. Coming down to the final circle like this is a little bit risky using this because everyone just looks up in the air, especially whilst you're rotating, and you just get peppered. So I don't recommend this. I recommend rotating in probably a bit earlier or not even using one of those. Now, I played up here. It gets a little bit chaotic here as I run through here. So I'm on 6 kills right now, and we end up with 12. Mind you, that first one, it should have been 13. So we'll call it a 13 kill game. But we just take out that person just then, and we know I'm paying full attention and gathering loot along the way. Only thing is I need, I don't really need ammo. I'm sweet with ammo. I'm sweet with everything. I make sure that I go get myself a heartbeat sensor. I try to get this person here, put a couple of shots in, and I'm missing a few shots. We get the break. We get a couple of tags as well. We make sure that they're weak, and I know that it's an isolated 1v1. There's a car over there with that king. People are looking at towards that. And I know that I can get away with getting this 1v1 and challenging it and win my ones, you know? So I get the heartbeat out, quickly make sure where this person is underneath the bridge exactly, so I know how to position myself, and quickly go get the loot, check out all the stuff that they have, and then rotate back out off of this because, well, there's no point hanging out in the water. I'm always scanning, playing for information right here. We've got zone. Because I've got zone, I make sure that I, you know, prioritize keeping the UAV. Obviously, I pop it just then. I heard a door slam or something. Not exactly sure what that was. I'm just trying to think back to the gameplay itself. But we're always trying to rotate for buildings. We just saw someone just then, put some shots in, chuck a breacher drone, and we're just going to play positioning. We're just going to play positioning. There's no point me going over there, challenging that building. I'm happy to let that person live because they may take out more people for me. And I can also play a little bit of information, and they're not going to be going anywhere. So now I know that I have to rotate in 30 seconds. The storm's going to start collapsing again. And, well, we're holding this building, making sure that we're just going around. We're once again, we're using this utility. We're picking up all the portable radars, heartbeat sensors that we can. I try to go for the wall bang and the finish here, and I'm getting looked at from the left, which is high alert. And I know to just put it away. I get shot once, and, well, that's enough. That's enough. That is enough for me. I'm going to get absolutely bombed. Okay, so we just stay away from that one there. And we're going to go at the back, and we're going to peek it just so it's quiet. We just check our back quickly, real fast. And, well, we thought that someone was in that building straight in front of me, which is where the breacher drone was. I think that they've been taken out, and I know that that's clear. Someone's behind me as well. I can pick it up on my radar, but I decided to prioritize the rotation, I believe, and just make a mental note that that person's there. I know that this person's here. It's a free kill. Thank you very much. I reload. When I reload, right, when I'm reloading, I'm making sure that I'm running to places with the reload on the thing where I'm not going to get pushed. I'm not going to get smoked and shot in the side. I'm holding edges and angles and corners of buildings. So then if one person's on my left, I can run to the right. If another person's on my right, I can run to my left. Now I go for the low ground. I decide to rotate out, let that person have that building and have that engagement with another person that was rotating in late. So those two will fight, and I press them into each other. I decide to go for the height on the high ground as well. So I'm moving up to these loadouts. I'm getting looked at. I make sure that I'm sliding around everywhere, doing all those types of things, those groovy things. And I'm just going to third party this. I have to dodge that. That guy's too busy looting. That is why it is absolutely crucial that you learn to loot fast in this game. If you get caught looting fast, ladies and gentlemen, you are in big trouble. So now what I do is I just hold this, hold the ADS, and make sure that I get enough stuff. Make sure my supplies are up and about. And go from there. Don't have a heartbeat sensor anymore. I have this drone, which I decided to keep and hold, but I don't end up using it, I don't think. Anyway, I make sure to clear this low ground in front of me. And once I know that that's clear, I start to rotate over slowly, crouch walking because footsteps are so loud in this game. I'm checking right now. When I change guns from backwards to forwards, what I like to do is I like to play for ammunition, make sure that my guns are definitely fully reloaded for the engagements whilst I have that time to do that. And right now, I'm just clearing the side of the map. I'm making sure there's nothing behind me. I've got a clear rotation. I only have to rotate forward and face forwards. So I'm just playing a bit of extra information here as well. I make sure that I try to get some shots onto this person here. I'm missing a few bullets, which is unfortunate because they dove down very deep into the water, and I decide to make my play as well. I need to cross the water. You can see on the map top left that I'm in a bit of trouble here. I don't know what to do. I'm waiting for him to surface on the left so I can take this 1v1 gunfight. And, well, he ends up popping to the left, but I think someone shoots me from the right-hand side. There we go. High alert goes off, and he's just sitting in the water. His accuracy isn't that good, and mine isn't either. So I ended up smoking him, hit him with some movement right there. And you always smoke out the other person. Don't smoke yourself. If you can get away with not smoking yourself, then great. You always want to smoke the other person because you want to have the advantage. You want them to walk through the smoke towards you and then bang. That's it. Not the other way around. They just have to watch a small little part of the smoke, which only lasts for about 5 or so seconds. They're very, very quick. I think they've been nerfed quite a lot. Because that person's over there, I'm like, well, I need to get out of here. I need to rotate to the right. That person was to the left. I know that there was a free open passage here. The kill to the right. So I rotate to the right and take their positioning as they were looking over at the gunfights straight in front of them as well. So what I do here is I make sure to get that utility. I pop up the counter UAV just so no one can pop a UAV in case they do have one. It's very handy to have in the game. And I'm just looking over where that cluster strike was. I assume that no one's around now in that area. It's definitely been cleared out. So that's why I'm making some positioning. I saw that person rotating right to left, and I slide cancel in, and I get to this rock. I hold this rock. I try to get the kill there, and I just had that stolen by this person up top, so I ended up letting that person try go for the finish so I can get some extra shots and bait him in. I look up to the top right, and I notice that this is the last person alive, and that was the person to the left that was holding me out in the water. And, well, this is going to be an interesting gunfight here to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. But these were my engagement tactics. And, look, I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and a like. And, you know, we greatly appreciate that. It's a bit of an analysis on my first win in Warzone solos. And we dropped, we'll say 13. Are you guys happy if I save 13? Anyway, I'm happy if I save 13. But you just need to make sure that you prioritize rotation and you adapt to the situation that's around you, utilizing all those resources that you pick up. But until then, remember to be safe, stay swole, and as always, boom baby. Peace.